In December 1994, Jacobo Grinberg-Zilberbaum, a renowned neurophysiologist, a brilliant mind at the forefront of consciousness research, vanished without a trace, leaving behind a legacy of groundbreaking work and a mystery that continues to baffle investigators and intrigue the scientific community. At the height of his career, celebrated for his innovative approaches to understanding the brain, Grinberg was more than a scientist. He was a pioneer, a visionary who dared to venture beyond the conventional boundaries of neuroscience, exploring the mysteries of consciousness, delving into the very nature of subjective experience and its connection to the physical world. His disappearance is as enigmatic as the questions he pursued, a riddle wrapped in a mystery, shrouded in speculation and unanswered questions. What is reality? What is the true nature of the world around us? What is the mind's true power? Can our thoughts and intentions influence the very fabric of existence? Some suspect conspiracy, pointing to potential conflicts and sensitive research, others a personal crisis, suggesting a possible breakdown under the weight of his ambitious work. But the most intriguing theory is that Grinberg crossed into the very reality he studied, a realm where the boundaries of perception blur and the impossible becomes possible. He believed our minds are not isolated, separate entities, but windows onto a vast, interconnected field of information, a cosmic web of consciousness that permeates all things. Grinberg sought to bridge the gap between subjective experience and objective science, to reconcile the inner world of the mind with the outer world of measurable phenomena. His fascination with shamans and healers, with their seemingly inexplicable abilities, led him to study those who seemed to bend reality, to explore the potential of human consciousness to transcend the limitations of the physical world. Not to debunk them, but to find the mechanism behind their abilities, to uncover the scientific principles that might explain these extraordinary feats. He returned to the lab, driven by a profound curiosity and a relentless pursuit of knowledge, determined to give scientific language to ancient wisdom, to translate the insights of mystics and sages into the language of modern science. Grinberg was convinced the brain held the key to unlocking the secrets of consciousness, not just to understanding the universe, its vastness and complexity, but to participating in it, to actively shaping our reality through the power of our minds. His disappearance is more than a cold case. It's a haunting reminder of the limits of our understanding. It's a dramatic prologue to his life's work, a testament to the enduring power of curiosity and the relentless pursuit of truth. It forces us to ask, to confront the fundamental questions about our existence. Is consciousness just a byproduct of the brain, a mere epiphenomenon of neural activity, or a force that shapes reality? A fundamental aspect of the universe, capable of influencing the very fabric of space-time? Grinberg dedicated his life to this question, pushing the boundaries of scientific inquiry, and in his absence, his theories challenge us to look beyond the ordinary, to embrace the possibility of the impossible, and to question the very nature of reality itself. The search for answers continues, driven by a desire to understand the mysteries of consciousness and the fate of this extraordinary scientist, inviting us to contemplate the extraordinary possibilities of the human mind and the profound implications of Grinberg's vanishing act. At the core of Grinberg's work lies a revolutionary concept, the syntergic theory. This theory represents a profound shift in our understanding of reality, challenging conventional scientific paradigms. It's a radical idea that reality, as we perceive it, is not fundamental, but rather a projection, emanating from a deeper, more fundamental field of existence. He called this underlying source the syntergic field, a term he coined to encapsulate its unique properties. This field is envisioned as a cosmic web, an intricate network of pure information and boundless potential energy permeating all of existence. Within this syntergic field, everything is deeply interconnected, forming a seamless and unified whole. This field isn't empty or devoid of content. Instead, it's a holographic matrix, a vast repository containing all universal information, every possibility and every potential reality. All of this information is compressed, encoded, and waiting to be expressed, to manifest into the realities we experience. Our familiar world, with all its complexity and detail, Grinberg argued, emerges from this fundamental field. It's akin to how a TV image arises from digital code, a transformation of information into a tangible representation. The The brain, in his view, is not merely a receiver but a decoder. It actively transforms the synergic field's potential, its raw informational essence, into the concrete reality that we consciously perceive. Reality, therefore, isn't a static, fixed entity. Instead, it's a dynamic and ever-evolving process, a continuous collaboration between our neural hardware and the universe's informational software. The synergic field is the ultimate source of all that exists. Our world, in all its splendor and complexity, is simply its projection, a manifestation of its inherent potential. Grinberg's ambitious goal was to measure this intricate interaction between the brain and the synergic field. He sought to uncover the underlying mechanisms by which the brain taps into this vast informational ocean, accessing and interpreting its contents. He wasn't just philosophizing or engaging in abstract thought. He was actively building a rigorous scientific model, seeking to bridge the seemingly disparate realms of spirit and matter, consciousness and the physical world. If proven true, this theory has the potential to change everything we know about reality. It suggests that reality is not a fixed stage upon which we play out our lives, but rather a living, breathing process shaped by our individual and collective perception. The brain's role in this process is not passive or merely observational. Instead, it's an active and integral participant in constructing the very fabric of the world we experience. Grinberg's ultimate vision was to unify the seemingly opposing domains of science and mysticism under one coherent and comprehensive framework. The fundamental question remains, however, can we truly decode the matrix of reality, unraveling its secrets and understanding the true nature of our existence? In Grinberg's profound model, the brain is far more than just a biological computer, a mere processor of information. It transcends that limited definition. It's a cosmic interface, a gateway to something far grander. Its primary job, its very essence, is to filter and decode the seemingly infinite information emanating from the synergic field, that universal matrix of potential. This process involves collapsing this vast ocean of data into the tangible, defined reality that we consciously experience every moment. Without this crucial filtering mechanism, we would be utterly overwhelmed, drowning in an incomprehensible sea of raw information. Grinberg specifically focused his research on the neural field, that is, the collective and dynamic electrical activity generated by the brain, which interestingly extends beyond the physical confines of the skull itself. This neural field, according to his theory, serves as the crucial contact point, the bridge with the synergic field, actively shaping and influencing the very reality that we ultimately perceive and interact with. Therefore, a coherent and harmonized neural field might allow us to perceive a drastically different reality compared to one generated by a chaotic and disorganized field. This suggests that we're not simply passive observers, blank slates receiving information. Rather, we are active and integral participants in the ongoing creation of our individual and collective reality. Consequently, by consciously altering and refining our neural field, perhaps through practices like meditation or focused attention and intention, we possess the potential to fundamentally change and elevate our entire experience of reality. In this interconnected model, the rigid boundary between the observer and the observed begins to dissolve and blur. The very essence of the universe flows continuously through the intricate network of the brain. Our thoughts, our emotions, and our intentions are not merely internal processes, but become powerful energetic patterns, actively resonating and interacting with the vastness of the cosmos. Therefore, consciousness in this light is not a mere byproduct of biological processes, but a fundamental and influential force in its own right. Ultimately, we are all evolving, individually and collectively, to become more conscious and deliberate co-creators of the universe we inhabit. Grinberg's ideas echo ancient wisdom traditions. Hermeticism teaches as above, so below. The universe and the individual are reflections of each other. Grinberg's synergic field is the above. Our neural field is the within, constantly interacting. In Advaita Vedanta, Brahman is the ultimate reality and Maya is the illusion we perceive. Grinberg's field mirrors Brahman. Our filtered reality is Maya. Taoism's Tao is the formless source of all things, akin to the synergic field. When the brain is coherent, it aligns with this cosmic flow, perceiving reality more harmoniously. Ancient sages pointed to truths we're only now exploring scientifically. Grinberg saw mystics and shamans as early explorers of consciousness. His goal: translate their insights into scientific language, building a bridge between empirical data and subjective experience. He showed that science and spirituality might be two sides of the same coin. The quest for understanding unites both worlds. Grinberg's most radical research explored whether minds could connect directly. In his experiments, two subjects meditated together, then were separated into shielded chambers. When one received a stimulus, both brains showed similar electrical responses, despite total isolation. Grinberg called this transferred potential, suggesting a non-local connection between minds. He theorized that their neural fields merged within the synergic matrix, forming a hyperfield. A disturbance in one was instantly felt by the other, not telepathy but a natural property of consciousness. This hinted at a deeper unity underlying all minds. If we're all connected to a universal field, evidence should appear in daily life. Intuition, a sudden gut feeling or insight, may be a direct download from the synergic field. When our minds are quiet, we might access this vast reservoir of information. Synchronicity, meaningful coincidences, could be the field organizing events around our intentions. Creativity often feels like discovering something already present, not inventing from scratch. Artists and scientists describe ideas arriving fully formed, as if received from beyond. The muse may be a metaphor for the synergic field. The creative act is attuning to the matrix, translating potential into reality. These experiences aren't paranormal, they're glimpses of our deeper connection. The signs of the matrix are all around us, waiting to be recognized. Mainstream science is cautious, demanding rigorous evidence before accepting new ideas. Grinberg's theories, consciousness as a fundamental force, the synergic field, transferred potentials, are seen as radical. Conventional neuroscience views the brain as a self-contained machine. Consciousness ends when the brain dies. Grinberg's experiments are hard to replicate, and his ideas aren't part of the standard model of physics. Critics cite possible bias or statistical flukes, yet science evolves. Quantum mechanics was once fringe too. Quantum entanglement echoes Grinberg's ideas of non-local connection. He didn't seek to overthrow science, but to expand it, placing consciousness at the heart of physics. The frontier he envisioned unites matter and mind as inseparable aspects of reality. In quantum physics, the observer effect shows that measuring a system changes its state. Grinberg expanded this idea. The observer effect isn't just for particles, it shapes reality itself. The synergic field is a wave of potential. The brain, as observer, collapses it into concrete reality. Our consciousness doesn't just witness the universe, it helps make it real. This means the quality of our consciousness matters. A chaotic mind might help manifest a chaotic reality. A coherent mind could foster harmony. Our inner world broadcasts into existence itself. It's not about wishful thinking, but about subtle collective influence. Each mind is a drop in the ocean, but together we shape the world. Focused intention and neural coherence may allow us to influence reality more directly. Grinberg's work suggests we can shape our world from the inside out. Grinberg's story ends not with answers, but with a question mark embodied by his disappearance. Did he discover a truth so powerful it consumed him, or did he step through a doorway in the matrix? His theories challenge us. Are we just biological machines or co-creative explorers of a vast field of potential? Intuition, creativity, and synchronicity may be clues to our true nature. The final frontier may be inner space, the quest to understand consciousness, inseparable from understanding the universe. Grinberg's legacy is an invitation to become scientists of your own experience and explore the extraordinary possibilities of the mind. The greatest mystery is not where he went, but where we can go from here, knowing the universe may be living through us.